Senator Casey, you're next. I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Bennett. I want to thank the witnesses. I was at another hearing, so we had a conflict, so I didn't hear your testimony, but I'm grateful for your willingness to be here today and to testify about these important issues. Ms. Reg, I'll direct both my questions to you. In your testimony, you mentioned the kind of information and marketing tactics that, quote, often lead to poor enrollment decisions and undesirable outcomes, unquote. Medicare, as we all know, is a promise, and here's the basic promise: guaranteed access, no questions asked, guaranteed access to health care after a lifetime of hard work. Unfortunately, that promise is not often enough fulfilled. Despite this promise, which every member of the United States Senate and House is bound by, despite this promise, we know that many older adults and people with disabilities still have a hard time getting quality coverage because they're either confused by the enrollment process or influenced by misleading marketing, or both. Ensuring that there is both clear information and accurate information about enrollment and different health plans is the very least that government can do so that Medicare-eligible individuals are appropriately educated on how to make the most of their earned health care benefits. That's consistent with keeping the promise. I've introduced the so-called Bennies 2.0 Act, the Beneficiary Enrollment Notification and Eligibility Simplification Act, with Senator Young of Indiana. The bill would provide advance notice to individuals approaching Medicare eligibility, as well as timely information on when to sign up for Medicare. So here's my question: how important is the role of SHIP counselors like yourself in ensuring Medicare beneficiaries can make the best decisions for their needs?
We feel it's vital. We provide objective and unbiased. No one affiliated with the SHIP program can have a financial gain or a conflict of interest in dealing with the information that's going out there. We provide that, and unfortunately, we see the same. Just this month, we were working with a gentleman that was undergoing active cancer treatment, and he got a phone call and enrolled in a different managed care plan that none of his specialists were involved in. And we were able to get him back into his other plan and back on his plan of care.
This is bad news, friends. The United States payments on federal debt has surged to $659 billion. That number has almost doubled in 2 years. Several top economists are urging lawmakers and the Biden administration to quickly resolve this issue as funds for key programs dwindle. So in today's video, I'll be going over how this may affect you. So please make sure, friends, that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. According to a Treasury report that was released this week, the U.S. government spent $659 billion this year paying off the interest on its debt. This comes as the nation's widening fiscal imbalance and the Federal Reserve's rate hikes dramatically raised the federal cost of borrowing. And because the federal government spends more than it collects in tax revenue, the Treasury Department issues new debt to cover the rest of its payment obligations. That debt must be repaid with interest, a cost that grows as the debt grows. And as the central bank has raised interest rates to cool inflation, the borrowing costs to the U.S. government are also way up. Most economists say that these payments are economically wasteful because the government could spend money in more productive ways than paying back bondholders. For instance, the U.S. spent more on interest than on all federal programs for children, including child care, education, and tax credits for families. This year's sum was almost twice as much as 2 years ago. the government spent $476 billion paying off the interest on its debt last year, and $352 billion doing so in 2021. Although interest payments have previously been higher, as a share of the nation's economy, budget experts warn that debt payments will likely only gobble up more and more of the government's budget. Within 3 years, if interest rates remain elevated, payments on the debt could become the second largest federal program, behind only Social Security, which provides pensions for tens of millions of seniors. Depending on future rates, interest payments on the debt could reach a whopping $2 trillion per year by the end of this decade, consuming close to 30% of all federal tax revenue. In 2021, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office projected payments on the debt would cost roughly $5.4 trillion the next decade. In May of this year, it projected payments on the debt would rise to $10.6 trillion over the next decade, or to 2033. This increase in interest payments reflects a growth in the annual federal deficit, which unexpectedly surged this year after contracting the year before. But still, other policy experts said the risks are real and growing. A wide range of financial assets, including mortgage rates and corporate lending, is tied to the interest rates on U.S. debt. If yields on treasuries continue to rise, it would likely mean even more increases in mortgage rates that have already pushed millions of Americans out of the home buying market. House Republicans are set to renew their search for Speaker this week. This is nearly 3 weeks since House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted as their leader, effectively bringing the business of lawmaking to a halt and throwing the party in control of Congress's lower chamber into disarray. There are currently 9 candidates who are officially trying for the gavel. Tom Emmer, the number 3 Republican in leadership, announced his bid for the speakership on Saturday. He was quickly endorsed by Kevin McCarthy. The former House Speaker told reporters he sets himself head and shoulders above all those others who want to run. We need to get him elected this week and move on, and bring not just this party together, but focus on what this country needs most. Representative Mike Johnson, an attorney and former talk show host, serving in his 4th term, previously supported Congressman Jim Jordan's failed speakership bid. Representative Byron Donalds is the youngest candidate on the list. He was nominated for Speaker in January by GOP Representative Chip Roy. McCarthy has not ruled out a return as Speaker of the House should the Republican conference fail to elect his permanent replacement. The conference could opt to give North Carolina Representative Patrick McHenry, filling in as a temporary speaker, more powers on an interim basis. But so far, the conference has been reluctant to do so. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? Who do you think should be the next House Speaker? Please let me know in the comment section below. Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, thank you so very much for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.